Hello, I'm Terry Rowe, Rotary Action News anchor for the Rotary Club of Temecula, and this is Rotary This Week. Well, we had two great meetings since last I was on the air. First, we had Sam Payne, our foundation chair, and he told us all about the Rotary International Foundation and how that money goes to fund global grant projects all around the world, which helps to change lives and make it a better place. We even had the opportunity to award a Paul Harris Fellow +3 pin to Trees, our club member. Next up, we heard from Brian Garish, who told us about his 17 years of experience in the Merchant Marines. We got to see a time-lapse video of his ship crossing through the Panama Canal and a picture of a 100-foot wave barreling down on the ship. That looked frightening. We also heard about the history of the Merchant Marines and their service to the military through the years, including during World War II. It reminded me of the time when Bob Hope, Neil Diamond, Sherry Lewis, Lamb Chop, and I were doing a USO tour down in Grenada back in '83. Man, it was dangerous. Not so much for the combat. We didn't see an ounce. No, it's because of that bathtub gin those med students had whipped up for us at the university to celebrate their liberation. We each got a liter. Bob, Neil, and Sherry wisely saved theirs for later. But Lamb Chop and I, we took down the whole thing right then and there. I swear I did our first 3 shows totally blind. Just a little side note, that Lamb Chop could hold her sauce. It didn't faze her at all. A true professional and a patriot. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Once again, I'd like to take some time to thank all the generous sponsors for our Golftoberfest golf tournament. Without you good folks, the Rotary Club of Temecula could not do all of the wonderful service projects we do right here in our community and around the world. Believe you me, you're helping to make the world a better place, and we thank you. Oh, I guess we're back. All right, where was I? Let me get rid of this. First up, the Rotary Club of Temecula had their first big service project of the year in coordination with the city of Temecula and their Temecula Sustains program. They were out cleaning miles of trail. The city even entrusted the club members with the sacred task of painting a line on the bike path. We were joined by our Interact clubs, our Cub Scouts, and other members of the community. Heck, I even made an appearance, as I happened to be down at the DMV across the street trying to get my tag straightened out on my 1970 Century Cheetah 16. I figured out, why not join in? But bikers beware. That first 5 feet of dotted line they let me do might be a tad wiggly. Wait a minute. Charles? Chuck? What's that? They repainted my part? Good thinking. Okay. All right. This just in. The bike path is safe to ride. And in more club news, just a reminder once again that the club is looking for donations of candy, as our military committee needs candy for the annual trunk or treat event for the MEW, and our bridge committee needs candy for the trunk or treat event, which is set to take place at SAFE on October 22nd, 2024. We've already received some, and I'm proud to say our president has kept his promise and not eaten a single piece. Not even the peanut butter cups. Also in club news, Pride, the Rotary Leadership Retreat for 7th graders, has been set for November 23rd to the 24th of this year. Our club will be sponsoring students. Applications are available and the deadline to apply is October 9th. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to our club's very own Julie No. There's still space available. In sports, the planning committee for the Golftoberfest, the Rotary Club of Temecula's 5th annual golf tournament, will meet on September 24th at noon on Zoom. which sadly we recently discovered has nothing to do with that delightful children's television show. The link to the Zoom meeting is in our club's newsletter. And once again, they ask all of our members to help with the tournament in some form or fashion. Remember, the tournament will be held on October 18th at the golf club at Rancho, California. And there's still sponsorships available and openings for golfers. So make sure to get that word out to your friends, family, and neighbors. Meanwhile, in current events, we had a glorious supermoon this week. Reminded me of the time when I was playing doubles with Jimmy Connors at the 78 Pro-Am Classic in Monaco. As usual, he didn't like one of the line judge's calls, and this time that irascible Jimmy decided to show everyone in the stadium his displeasure. Literally. Enough said. And now it's time for Rotary Pet of the Week, in honor of my good friend Ron Burgundy's dog, Baxter. This week's pet is sent in by our very own club member, Darcy Burke. This beautiful dog here is 14-year-old Minnie. And it seems she's addicted to Blue Buffalo bacon-style sizzlers. Listen, Minnie. You listen to me. The first step, admitting you have a problem, is the hardest. I should know. I've done it about 8 times down at Betty Ford. But I know you. You big little girl. You can do it. Your bright future awaits, Minnie. You just have to ask for help. And hey, hit me up if you ever need a sponsor. I got you covered. Moving on, there is no meeting this week, but there is a board meeting at noon on Wednesday. So if you have a spare 6 hours to hear our president prattle on, feel free to attend. Chuck? Charles? My gosh, what is it now? Can't you see I'm wrapping up? Oh, you don't say. Well, all right then. Well, it seems his last board meeting was over in just an hour and a half. Way to go, Chief. In the following week, on October 2nd, past District Governor Dr. Helene Kalfas is coming to speak at our club, and she will share some of her amazing experiences with global grants around the world and the incredible impact they have had in changing people's lives. Well, that's all for this week. Remember, until next time, keep putting service above self. Stay classy, Rotary.